I am not sure if this is going to work, but we are going old school. Let's see. Hey, it's working. It is working. Hello, everyone, and good morning. We just had to do a massive rollback. Does this live stream look familiar? Jeez. What a mess. YouTube is so terrible. Terrible, I tell you. How can YouTube be the best? How can a company, one of, if not the largest tech companies in the world, be so bad at something? It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. Anyways, I don't have my chat open yet because I didn't know if this was going to work. So let me find my chat. It's ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. I was seriously, it said I was live and I was talking and you guys were talking and like it was just normal chit chat. Like no one said I wasn't live till like 5 minutes later. I was seriously, it said I was live. So I was seriously talking for like 5 minutes to myself, which is pretty awesome. Like no one said I wasn't live. So I think I eliminated the old live stream, so at least there should be no one. Oh yeah, there is. There we go. That should got rid of any audio issues. Let me know if the echo is gone now. The echo should be gone. Man, I have so many tabs open right now. We'll get rid of that one. That one. All right. Now it should be better. All right. Okay, so that was fun. That was really fun. What's up, fish nerds? I love the video you put out about the ugly side of MTS Spot On, man. Yeah, I was actually, that video almost never hit the airwaves. I don't like being up this high. Can I go lower? Oh, just a little bit. I don't know. I haven't used, this is completely different live streaming software. And chances are it would work on my regular software, but I'm not going to stop the stream and go back now. I was trying just about anything. But anyways, yeah, that video almost never made it because I thought it was so bad. So bad. Okay. All right, I think we're here. I think we're good. So let's see. We have Chris, Tech Boy, Mike, 54 Punchy. Laura is here. Cichlid Dude, Ginger Graves. Hello. Mike, Tech Boy, Cichlid Dude, Alec, Aqua Balls, Ken Dryer, Abel, 54 Punchy, Sharon. Hello. I feel like we have more people now than we did before. Sean, Curtis, 54, 44, Mag Guy. Duke Nukem is here. Hello. Christian Barber, hello. Mark, hello. Kiwi, hello. BQ, echo. Yep, I fixed the echo. Chubby Guppy, hello. Christine, hello. And everyone else, hello. Jen, hello. 44. I've already said hello to you guys. Like, this is my third attempt at this stream, so I've said hello to you guys like 3 times already, even though you guys haven't heard me say it 3 times. So, you know, I'm kind of over the hellos. So hello to everyone. That's the power of YouTube and notifications. I honestly have no idea where I was live streaming before. So I did go live, and I don't know if I went live on someone else's channel. I don't know what channel that was, but I was definitely live streaming somewhere on YouTube. And I checked all my channels, and it wasn't on any of my channels. So yeah, so YouTube has updated their live streaming platform. I don't know if you want to call it platform or whatever. And apparently it's new. It's streamlined. It combines our classic desktop streaming tools, Stream Now and Event, with the new and improved features, like having it broken and not working. Bob was streaming on his dark web account. Well, I checked that one too. Honestly, I checked them all. So very, very frustrating, and yeah. But I don't care anymore. I'm over it. I had like 8,400 people send me messages on Facebook. I'm closing out of Facebook. So thank you for the heads up. And okay, I think we're good. Hello from Norway. I'd like to go to Norway someday. Just got the first notification. I have had trouble with YouTube. I have had trouble with YouTube. Yeah, it's seriously like, you think they could test this out, and obviously they do. Like, I'm not stupid. They do test it out, but then they put it out in like this alpha slash beta form, and then they want us to test it live, like while it's going out. Like, that's stupid. I hate it. That's probably why you've been having. Yeah, I've been having like minor issues the last couple weeks, but Gary says, "Hey Bob, sorry I'm late." No, I am late thanks to YouTube. But yeah, I'm really curious. So I did get the information to where I was streaming from, or where I was streaming to. So I'm gonna try to find it after the live stream. I didn't, not like channel name or anything like that, but there's some other behind the scenes numbers and letters that you get, and beta. I don't know. Like, obviously when we're talking about fish, it's beta, but when we're talking about like product testing, is it beta or beta? Or maybe I'm just so alpha that I can't even pronounce beta or beta. I don't know. I don't know what it is, but oh my gosh. Ginger, there you are. Good morning. Yep. Turtle girl. I was gonna ask you something. I was playing with my turtle yesterday, and now I can't remember what I was gonna ask you. Nope. I got nothing. No notifications. That's up to YouTube on, like, so even if you get subscribed, so even if you're subscribed and you hit the notification bell, it's still like 50-50. I think it's like 40%. I think they send that notification to like 40% of the people that have the notification bell. So it's like, I don't even know what the point of the notification bell is. Like, you're telling YouTube that I want to be notified anytime something happens on this channel, whether it's a video, a live stream, a community post, a story. But they're still like, yeah, we know you got the bell on, but that one time, like 2 years ago, when we sent you a notification, you didn't click on the link, and so really, we know that you don't want all of the notifications, so we're only going to send you like half. And so I wouldn't be surprised in like 6 months if they come out with like a notification to the notification bell. Like, go ahead and hit subscribe, then hit the notification bell, and if you really want everything, then hit this super bell over here, and we'll send you 100% of everything. It's so stupid. Dwayne, hello Dwayne. So on my Galaxy, when I minimize the screen, it's playing, but when I bring it back up to full screen, it just buffers. I know I need to refresh to fix. I just thought this was interesting. Yeah, their live stream is just, it's really bad. It's been bad for a couple weeks now, and I don't know why they can't fix it. They're only like the richest company in the world, and they're owned by the NSA or the CIA. They're owned by the NSA or the CIA or something like that. Like, you'd think they would be able to get something working around here. Shoot. Nope. Can we get a hint on what your first order may consist of? Benjamin, you cannot. Well, so I haven't even made my order yet. The list comes out today. So wholesale lists come out on Fridays, usually in the afternoon. And then people get the list, and then they try to order really fast, and then it's first come, first serve. So I'm just going to be watching my email all day today. And once I get the list in there, then I'll know. Once I get the list. And then I should get them on Tuesday. It should come in on Tuesday if I order today. But it's going to be shrimp. We're going to get shrimp. We're going to get endlers. I'm going to get things that ship really well. So kind of touch base on what we talked about on Wednesday is I want fish that'll ship well. Like endlers and guppies. The nice thing about them, I know it's like 100 million degrees out all across the U.S. right now. But I do like the fact that guppies, they can go a little bit colder. So if something happens in shipping, they can be you know, they're a little bit more forgiving if the water temperature drops a little bit. And because I'm definitely not going to be using heat packs this time of the year, or at least I don't think I need to. But definitely shrimp, because shrimp is another one that you can get those really small boxes. They're really cheap to ship, and they do really well in breather bags. My breather bags should be here next week. So my order comes in on Tuesday, and then we're going to do a quarantine process. So it'll be a couple weeks after that before I even ship anything. Now my members are going to be getting things right away. Probably, you know, as long as they're good after like the first week, then some of the members will get some orders. Members are able to post in the members section on things that they want, and if I can get them, then I'll order them. And then members are also getting discounts and things like that. So just a perk to be a member, and they kind of get the behind the scenes stuff. But everyone will be able to take advantage of my cheap prices. I will not be undersold. I will sell product at a loss just out of spite. That's how good of a businessman I am. Someone wants to try to undercut me. We'll see who has deeper pockets. That's what I'm talking about. The temple be coming down. Good thinking. Yeah. The other thing I got to think about, like, do I ship in December and January? I know, like, a lot of private breeders that sell online, they will not ship in like December. I definitely will not ship the second half of December when like Amazon and all these places are going crazy with sales and, you know, Christmas. So there's going to be like, I don't know when I'm going to cut off shipping. We got a ways to go before I have to worry about it, but there's definitely going to be this time in from December to maybe like December 15th to January 15th, there will be no shipping at all, and maybe even all the way up to February. I don't know, but it'll be nice to have probably a month off. I'm sure by December I'll like to have a month off from shipping fish. Beady Smoke, you probably meet them somewhere for shrimp. That'll learn them. Yeah, that'll learn them. My biggest frustration with ordering fish is the cost of shipping. I really wish it was cheaper. Yeah, but I think people are getting more and more used to that. The costs are coming down. I don't know how cheap I'm going to be able to do it. Honestly, I'm going to try. So the type of fish and things I'm going for are fish that, like I said, would ship well, but also that would last, you know, in 2-day shipping. We could do overnight priority if people want to pay for it, but your standard shipping is that 2-day priority, which is fine for just about anything. I mean, let's be real. These guys come over on a boat and a bag for like a week. So, I don't know. It should be interesting. It'll be a learning process, and we will grow this together, I hope. Boxes get crushed a lot at Christmas time. Trust me, I know. Oh, I know. My best friend is a mail carrier, and I hear horror stories all the time. One time, he got a new vehicle. And what was it? He got a new route and a new vehicle, and he took over the vehicle, and there was mail all over the place, like stuffed under the seat, stuff that was super duper old, like months old, that had just, like, for whatever reason they would stuff behind the seats. Oh, I don't want to deliver this today. Lost, stuff behind the seat. So it's a little harder to do things like that with priority mail, with tracking and things like that. But like regular snail mail items, man, can you imagine? Just the horror stories I hear. It's crazy. Hey, what's up? I bought a huge 150-gallon fish tank and a 200-gallon 6-foot new used fish tank. Well, that's pretty awesome. I don't like the idea of getting list and possibly dying. Wait, I don't like the idea of them getting list and possibly dying a terrible death. I ordered the pots and rock wool so I can make my plant packs look more professional. They will even have labels. So it depends on what you're doing. If you're taking them to fish stores, that's good. But shipping, I don't think you'd want to do that in shipping. At least from my little experience. Dwayne says, since I'm a member, how do I make a request for fish on here? I don't see an area to do that. You'll see it when I make the post, Dwayne. Sorry, I guess I should have clarified. Once I get the list, then I will make a post. So every Friday, probably afternoon. I will make a list. I won't make a list, but I will post a topic in the member section, and then that you can reply to. It'll be really obvious. And then you'll have all weekend to decide, and basically you'll have till like Sunday evening. Don't you think the market would be good if you got local fish and shrimp instead of U.S. home? Don't you think the market would be good if you got local fish and shrimp and spread U.S. homegrown merch? If there was something that could provide that, like a lot of the Florida fish farms will not sell to online stores. A lot of the shrimp that I'll be getting are going to be bred here in the U.S. So there are things that'll be both imported and also U.S. bred. But I'm not going to dictate price, or I'm not gonna like say like this is U.S. bred or this is import. It's just gonna be on the website as something for sale. I'm not gonna differentiate between the two. Don't you think the market, as far as the market, like fish exporting, you can go back and forth on this. Like that's whole towns, like villages' way of life. And if you get rid of that, then they're just gonna start growing. They're gonna chop. I know the whole rainforest is on fire right now, but like it's been debated. Like if they didn't have fish as export, then they would chop down the rainforest for like aloe plants or whatever that plant is that they grow down there. Sorry to hear that, JH. Good morning, Bob. In another blackout, sitting in the dark, watching your stream. I hope it gets better over there. Gary says, are you going to sell any of your longfin green dragon bristlenose plecos? Those are pretty much already gone, Gary. I only have one left. And I kept one just to have one. I have one longfin super red, one longfin green dragon, and they're all going in my pleco tank. Today marks the 2-year anniversary of Irma, and the power goes out. That seems almost inappropriate, but appropriate at the same time. What did you say a 20-gallon full of water weighs? I didn't say, but I have it here. Let's see. I think this is it. So a 20-gallon full weighs 225 pounds. That is crazy. That is crazy. So this is like a 20 long weighs the same as a 20 high. Imagine that. What were we talking about? We were talking about 40. We were talking about 40 breeders. 40 breeders, 458 pounds. That's crazy. Sir Pineapple says, yo, random question, Australian viewer here. How big do festivum cichlids get? Our info isn't the best on American cichlids, and there's little on Google. Well, hopefully someone in chat can answer that, because I've never kept one, and honestly, it's a fish that I've never even considered keeping, so I've never looked it up. But, you know, we can look it up here. A Festivus for the rest of us. Festivum cichlid. Let's see. What do we got here? We have 4 inches. It is claiming 4 inches. Irma was an equal opportunity island destroyer, the destroyer of worlds. Oh, I am down for stopping soybean production and sustainability in the fish trade. Just thinking a few of your product might be neat if it was local stuff. Oh yeah, like don't get me wrong, like if Dean messages me and says I have like, you know, some angels, some rams, whatever he's breeding over there at the time, and wants to know if I would buy him, then yeah, I mean if the price is right. But if a fish is like $5 on wholesale, you know, what would be the premium for like a Dean bred fish? Do I pay $10 instead of $5? I don't know. It's all stuff that we'll just have to figure out and kind of learn along the way. But yeah, I'm not saying that I wouldn't buy locally bred stuff. I definitely would, as long as it's like an actual breeder. Like We had somebody who had, what was the fish? It was a Lake Tanganyika. I don't remember exactly, but they were just letting them breed like crazy in a 20-gallon tank, and they weren't doing water changes, and they all had um, ammonia burn and things like that. And then they were trying to sell them like that. In that situation, heck no. I would have a few more choice words than heck for them, but yeah. But it's like on Dean's level, or like Barbie Fiorentina, like if she ever has plecos for sale. But then you got to remember that like these people got to be willing to sell them at wholesale prices, because it doesn't make sense for me to buy retail prices to turn around and try to sell them at retail prices. John Gonzalez with the $5 super chat, first of the day. I hope I haven't missed any. I would pay a good price for any of Fish Master Breeder Dean. Just saying. Yeah. So like you could definitely get those premium fish in. I think there's a few types of fish that I'm a little nervous about shipping, like corridors releasing the poison. Do I put carbon in the bag? I know like wholesalers put carbon in the bag for corridors, so I don't know. We'll see. Dean is the man. Dean is definitely the man. Someone was selling $2 dwarf neon rainbows fully grown in Pensacola. I almost made the trip, Bob. Almost. That's a pretty good price. That is a really, really good price. Not even gonna lie, I probably would have made that trip. I think most of your subs would like local fish from Dean or Corey's ponds. If the price is right, and don't forget to spay and neuter your dogs and cats. Yeah, I'm sure Corey would rather sell his fish in his store at retail price than sell them to me for wholesale price. But what kind of filtration is good for a used 150 in a 200-gallon fish tank? I would go like sump, but I'm sure there will be people debating sump or canister filters. Either way, it's kind of up to you. I prefer sumps over canister filters all day, any day. I mean, but you could also do it with sponge filters, so that's kind of a personal preference. Greg says, my dog is not a good dog like yours. Woke up at 30-gallon busted. Oh, man. Dog drinking the water. That's the worst, because you don't even know, like, glass shards. Is there glass in the water? I would be paranoid. You know, I've kept fish for years and years, and I've never heard of ammonia burn. That's a good thing, then. Then you're doing it right. That's all that means, is that you're doing it right. Oh, Greg, that would... Yikes. 2.5-hour drive with 4 kids still could have been worth it. At that point, I would have just given the kids some NyQuil and then went and got the rainbows. That's what I would have done. I love going on vacation and hate it at the same time. I always come back to something wrong. This time I didn't catch whatever was going wrong in my 33 long in time. Race to save the ones alive. Yep. It's always kind of nerve-wracking going and leaving your pets behind. I definitely agree. I'm sorry that happened. Now treating 3 tanks for ick. I wonder what happened. That's crazy. Do you know what happened? Like, the heater failed and it get too cold? They got stressed out, now they all got ick? Or, like, did you figure it out at least? Oh, you know, if you're here, my dog's not a good dog. I think most subs, yeah. Yep. Okay. So what's going on here? Man, I had like this whole spiel going on my first fake live stream this morning, and now I feel like I can't even repeat it because I was just rambling. I had a very good ramble going on, and now I'm all kind of flustered and I'm having problems coming up with stuff. Wait, okay, I have a question / comment. Well, please shoot, fire away. Do not be afraid to ask. Oh, going on vacation. I am. She with me all day watching her. Okay, good. I made a mistake of not watching my dog once, and it ended up costing me about $2,500. So that's good that you're there and watching. Sorry you've had the loss. Hope you're able to save the rest. Well, luckily, ick is terrible, but it's also like one of the easiest things to treat. So at least there's that. I don't think I've ever not been able to treat ick, so that's good. Oh, excuse me. I hope you guys didn't hear that. That was a rumble. That was a rumble from, whew, that came from deep in the stomach. Be productive. Don't be frustrated. You are living the dream now. Yep, I'm always doing something. So I have a set schedule, and I keep to that schedule, and that helps. And I'll be modifying that schedule again. The real question is, do I go back to work or not? That's the real question. I don't know. I think wait. Oh, man. I got a container of API sludge zyme, but I didn't realize it was labeled for outdoor ponds. Yes. Is it safe to use it on indoor aquariums? Yes. What did I compensate to reduce the dose by a ton? What I did to... Are you asking what do you do or what did you do? Anything that's safe for a pond is safe for an aquarium, for the most part. I have not found one product. As a matter of fact, you'll find that pond equivalents are cheaper. So if you take the aquarium product and the pond product is going to be cheaper. Granted, it's probably in like a 50-gallon drum or something because it's a pond. But it is usually cheaper to buy the same thing with, pond marketing. But yeah, so you're absolutely good to use that. It's the exact same as their aquarium zyme, whatever. I've never used that product though. I'm not a huge fan of API at all. But yes, it is safe. I think a fish died stuck behind the tank filter and the ammonia spiked. I put the survivors in a tanks closest to the 33. Only survivors, 2 mollies, 1 goby, maybe a pelagini. Oh man. Sorry to hear that. That is... I've had fish get stuck behind filters and die, and it's awful. It's so frustrating. So frustrating. That tank behind you is Goals. Yeah, this is a pretty nice tank. And the important thing here is everything in this tank is super easy to grow. Crypts, Anubias, Water Wisteria, Rotala, Rotundifolia. All low light. There's Lugwidia in there, but it looks new, so... but still not a hard plant to grow at all. It says, it says that it's beneficial bacteria in barley. So how could you harm my fish or shrimp? Well, it depends on the beneficial bacteria. Now, coming from API, I would actually, how do I say this? I would say it's snake oil. I would say there's absolutely no beneficial bacteria in there at all. There's only like 2 types of beneficial bacteria that can survive in like a bottle like that. And very few companies have them. The only like mainstream company that has them is Fritz. Other than that, it's mainly just snake oil. And barley is certainly not going to hurt anything, but... Ick didn't kill him, ammonia burn did. Ick is a result of the stress. I'm using the co-op trio. That's pretty good. I think you'll have no problems curing it. Like I said, at least it's just ick, right? I have a 40-gallon breeder, heavily planted sunset weg platy tank. Should I add Epistococcotoides or Oblivion rams? Ooh, I would say no matter which of the 2 you add, they're going to breed, Gary. So I would say whichever ones you want to breed, if you're not worried about them raising the fry, then obviously it doesn't matter. But either of them will breed in that scenario. So I would go with Epistogramma cockatoides because they sell really well. Whereas Bolivian rams, they don't really sell that well. They do sell, but not like Epistos. How many gallons is my biggest fish tank? 300 gallons. I hate leaving my tanks. No one can watch over them like I do. I know the tanks. You can't expect a neighbor to do it. Yeah, luckily, I am very lucky. And I have a friend that has been my friend since before I got in this hobby. And then I got in the hobby. and then that made her get in the hobby. So she's really good, and she comes over when I go to like the aquatic experience, or when I go on vacation. She comes over and feeds my fish and reptiles and knows exactly what to do. So I am lucky. But yeah, if you don't have that person that you can trust, it's tough. It's tough. Would you like to put some shrimp? Would like to put some shrimp in my 40-gallon planted Amazon tank. I do have 4 2-inch angels and 12 neons. Any chance they will survive? Depends on a couple factors there, Manny. So you want it to be heavily planted if you want shrimp to survive with angelfish. Angelfish, when full grown, can eat a full-grown Amano shrimp. And a full-grown Amano shrimp is pretty big. Like, they're pretty big. So just keep that in mind. So as long as you have like a breeding ground, like right over here, like that water wisteria, that is thick enough to where like cherry shrimp, any Neo can survive in there and breed and have like a little safe place. They will get picked off, so you'll want to start probably with a good sized colony. And I would say like a colony of at least 20, at least. If you do less than that, then I would grow your colony out in like a 10-gallon tank and then add it to your angelfish tank. Suddenly a wild Bob appears in my morning feed. Yeah, Bob, let's make some time this weekend. I'm working on getting more tanks and having a presentation for a tour, but for now I can come there and do the big tank. What do I got going on this weekend? I'm not gonna lie, I completely spaced last weekend, but we could probably do something. Man, my garage is tore up right now. That's the only problem. Like I can't even get to my 240-gallon tank right now. Let me see how much work I get done today, and then we can maybe do it tomorrow. But like the only access I have to my 240-gallon is the size with the feeding hole, so I can drop food down. I got so much stuff like stacked in front of it. Let me see how much I get work done, or how much work I get done today, and then I'll send you a message tonight. Cole is here. What's up, Cole? Good to see you, my friend. Big D Smoke says, I feel you, Ginger Graves. I'm going to San Francisco for a week. My cousin's wedding and my son's coming too, so I gotta have someone come over, feed, watch my tanks. Yeah, probably a good idea. Depends. Like a full week, probably. But if I was only gone for like a couple days, then I don't really worry about it. Okay, Bob, have you ever squoozed a snake and gotten any oil? I have gotten some pretty nasty stuff out of a snake. It wasn't oil, but it was pretty nasty, and it smells something fierce, and it's very hard to get that smell off your hands. Oh, man. It ain't easy being green. Yeah, we got a lot of green people in here today. That makes me happy. I always love when the green people are here, as well as any subscriber, non-subscriber, lurker. I think we had like almost 100 people here today, didn't we? We are at exactly 100 for a Friday. That is amazing. So we are keeping this streak of at least 100 people, although I don't know if we had 100 people on Wednesday. I think we only hit like 96, so maybe we ruined the streak, but that's probably my fault. I gotta have more interesting topics, I think. What's the one fish you always want but is not available? That is the, oh man, the Bentochromis tricotti. Bentochromis tricotti. It's a Lake Tanganyikan, kind of feather fin looking fish that gets about 10 to 12 inches, and it's simply amazing. Chewy, let me post my email here, and then I'll delete it at the end. Not that it matters. Anyone can email me. Arc of Cleveland. Arc of Cleveland. There you go. That is forever on the internet for the rest of your life. The rest of your life, Bob Kaler. It's not going away. Science Gal Aquatics. Hello. Lurking people watching in the bushes. Hey, lurkers are just as important as members, because if there was no lurkers, I would have no members. Let's be realistic. If there was only members in this chat, then there'd be like 10 people here, and then YouTube would hate me, and this would go downhill really fast. So the lurkers are definitely just as, if not more important than the members. Can a reed fish, aka a rope fish, live in a planted tank They should be in a planted tank as far as I'm concerned. Aquatic Ma, listen, you want an awesome tank. I'll tell you what to do. This is what you do. You get yourself like a 40 breeder or a 55 gallon long, something, just something basic like that. And you pack that thing full of jungle val. That's it. Or like dwarf sage. Jungle val, dwarf sage, both, I don't care. And you let that tank fill in so packed that you can't even see the back of it. A 55 gallon, so packed full of jungle val that you can't even see 12 inches into the tank. Once you get to there, you throw in rope fish or reed fish, if you want to call them reed fish. Come on, you think I don't know what reed fish are? Shoot. And then, let's see, 55 or 40, I would get like 6 of those guys. Throw them in there, and then just watching them weave in and out of the jungle val, dwarf sage, whatever, all day long is just simply amazing. And that is like a super simple yet super satisfying tank. I guarantee you, you will not be disappointed. So that's what you do. Some of us are at work listening in, thus lurking. Yeah, I'm telling you. It's the shelter I'm director at. I prefer emails there rather than my private email. Wait, so your business uses AOL email? Did I read that right? Was it AOL? Surely it wasn't AOL. Let me go back. Maybe I can't go back. Maybe it's gone. Maybe it's not there till the end of time. I don't see it now. I don't see it. I could have swore that said AOL. If that's AOL email for a business. That's just too funny. A friend's tank before he moved was 180 gallon packed with crypts and bulbitis for his colony of ropefish. They were going nuts in there. Was that, oh my gosh, why can I not remember his name now? Was that Jay? Was that Jay and Carol? Bentley? I wish I could go back like 4 or 5 months and buy all of his racks. Like, how perfect would that have been right now? He had the most, like, he had like the perfect fish room. Like, there wasn't auto water change, but there was humidity control, temperature control, ventilation, the whole nine. Super nice, super clean setup. And then he moved and sold off the racks. And honestly, they were so cheap. It was like, so one rack held 9 40-gallon tanks. And with the tanks, the racks, it was like $160 for everything. And I messaged him and I'm like, if this is still available by the weekend, I'll message you or message me and I'll buy it. And then, like, I don't know, maybe I just waited too long. The reason I didn't jump on it right away is because I needed that time to make space in the garage. I mean, you see my garage. So I needed those few days. And yeah, I didn't get them. How perfect would that have been? I could have, like, just moved his fish room into my garage. Yeah, that was a pretty big loss for the Greater Seattle Aquarium Society, was losing Jay and Carol. I thought AOL was dead. Yeah. Honestly, like, can you even like sign up for things with AOL? I know you can't, like, when you sign up for like websites and things like that and you use Hotmail, you automatically get flagged as spam. I said slagged. A combination of spam and flagged. But yeah, one of my first emails was a Hotmail account, and I just you got to a point where you'd sign up for anything and they're like, this is spam, we're not going to accept it, all Hotmail is spam. I feel like that might be the same way with AOL, but I guess not. And believe it or not, here's the real kicker, is that there is still people that pay for AOL. There used to be a time when you paid for AOL because it was an internet service provider. It was an ISP. But it is not an ISP anymore. You're just paying because, now, granted, this is older. The older generation is the generation that's still paying for AOL because they think it's still their ISP. So they're paying for Comcast, but they're also paying for AOL. And it's absolutely amazing. Like, when I worked at Comcast, like, the problems that we would run into because people were still paying for AOL, it was Ridiculous. Like, you wouldn't believe it. Well, I don't know. If you know anything about humanity, you probably believe it. Garter snake's been a while. Seems like I used to get that smell off with salt and a lot of scrubbing. Yeah, so one of the biggest mistakes I made is I was out on a hike, and I was out on a hike with my buddy, and like all of a sudden we just hear all of this screaming, right? Just screaming, and it's women. It's a couple girls in there. I would assume mom, and they're just screaming and screaming and screaming, and I'm like, holy cow! So we just book it. Like, we're going like full speed down the trail, thinking like Sasquatch is ripping their heads off. I mean, that is what it sounded like. I mean, seriously, the screeching they were doing was unbelievable. And I don't think I've ever ran that fast in my life. And then we get there, and there's just like this little garter snake just coiled up on the trail. That's it. It wasn't even like trying to strike them. They weren't even close to it. They were easily 10 feet away and just screaming. I'm like, are you kidding me right now? Like, that's what I just put the most hustle of my life into, thinking like you're getting your face ripped off by Bigfoot, and it's just a little garter snake. So I went, and I picked it up, and I'm like, it's just a garter snake. So I picked it up, and they ran. I mean, they probably ran the fastest they've ever ran in their life, and they just booked it right back down the trail. And I'm like, it's just a garter snake. But of course, then, it wraps around your arms, and it pooped on me, and it smeared it all over my hand and my arm. And I'm like, well, this is great. Like, I'm out here in the middle of nowhere. I have no way to get this smell off of my hand. Oh, man, it was the worst, because I always pack a lunch. And then when you get to the top of the trail, you sit, you relax, you eat your sandwich or whatever you brought. And I'm just like, I couldn't even eat. Because my hands just reeked of garter snake poop. And I'm like, it was so bad. Like, and a lot of times when you're out in the boonies in the wild, you can use like sand. If there's water, you can actually use dirt and wash your hands with dirt and water. It works actually pretty well. But this hike had no water, and yeah, it was just, it made the rest of the rest of the hike miserable. But I'll never forget like the shrieks and the screams coming from these women over a little garter snake. And then when I picked it up, like, you should have seen, their eyes got as big as bowling balls when I picked it up. I'm like, it's a garter snake, man. I'm like, I couldn't even understand. Like, you guys are way out here in the wild. Like, this is not even a popular trail. This is like a trail, like, when we got to the top, like, we had to do some serious bushwhacking just to get to the top of the trail. Like, you're out here in the middle of nowhere, and you're getting this freaked out over a garter snake? Like, what are you going to do if you come across a real animal? Like, oh, look at the cute little bear. Look at the little baby bear. Look at the little cub. Let's go pet it. Like, that's seriously, like, it's probably something they would do. And then they would actually get their face ripped off. But I just couldn't believe it. I'm afraid of snakes, but even I don't give an F about garter snakes. Yeah, I mean, really. I mean, any snakes. I think it's been a while since I've shown my snake on my channel, but she's gotten really big. Really big. You didn't bring a water bottle? Yes, but I needed my water to drink. I wasn't going to sacrifice my water to wash my hands off. Because a water bottle, the amount of water in my water bottle would have not got that smell off. There's no way. So, yeah, that's my garter snake story. And anyways, is that like a defense thing for garter snakes? Because I usually smell them before I see them. Yes. Yep. I'll poop on you. I will poop on you if you pick me up. You shouldn't smell it. Like, I've never had one poop before I picked it up. So that's really weird. But yeah, it is something that they do out of a lot of reptiles actually will poop on you out of like a defense mechanism. And some of them will actually shoot blood out of their eyeballs in a defense mechanism. How cool is that? Yeah, horned lizards. Look up horned lizards. They shoot blood out of their eyeballs. Pretty crazy. What's your favorite fish to keep? Who can answer that for me? Oh, yeah, there we go. We already got it. Bet it's rainbows. Absolutely, it's rainbows. Rainbows, rainbows, rainbows. Garters most like me because I pick them up all the time and I've never gotten musk. Well, that's because everybody likes you. They're like, oh my god, it's the turtle girl. Woo! You probably go out on hikes and like garter snakes probably just come to you and they're like, please take me home. Please take me home. It's the turtle girl. Then he tells all his buddies. Frogs and toads pee when you pick them up. Yeah, see, that's my defense mechanism. Like, you want to mess with me? I'll pee on you. It works. Like, if you're ever in a fight that you think you can't win, just pee on yourself and they'll always leave you alone. That's my advice for the day. If you're in a fight you can't win, pee on yourself. Works 100% of the time, I promise. I've never seen just one garter snake. I always find a pile. They look like a fancy fanny pack. Yeah, I used to go and collect them for like a day. Like I would go out and look around, you know, flip over rocks and logs and things like that. And one time there was like this big like piece of particle board just out in this field. And I was out there with my dad. I was probably like 12 or 13. And I was like, hey, pick this up because there's definitely going to be garter snakes under there. And he picked it up and there was so many garter snakes. There was probably like half a dozen, but there was like the biggest one I've ever seen. And I like locked eyes on it and I didn't pay attention to anything else. And I was like, holy smokes. And I just like dove right in to try to get it because it was just beautiful. It was huge. And then my dad just grabbed me by the neck and just yanked me back and threw me probably, I don't know, it felt like 10 feet, but it probably just picked me up off my feet and threw me a couple feet, you know, one of those things. And I'm like, what are you doing? And then he's like, you're going to run right into that. And there was like a basketball size hornet nest attached to the underside of this piece of particle board. And I was like, holy smokes. Like I was so focused on getting that snake that I would have went like head first underneath this particle board and just headbutted this huge wasp or hornets, whatever it was. And I was like, okay, let's go. I'm done here. Female snake. My snake is a female. Is that what you're asking? Tark, yes, catched a stream. You did catch a stream. And we're going late because of technical difficulties, so we'll probably go till like a quarter after 10:20, something like that. What is your favorite pleco right now? It is the L264 Sultan pleco. I gotta run, guys. Catch you later, Bob. Thanks for being awesome. Thanks, Candy. Bye, Punchy, MTA, Kang, Chewy, Turtle Girl. See you later, Jen. Thanks for stopping by. I appreciate it. Oh, is Mikey here too? Holy smokes. Bentley says, no, rainbows are my favorite. Bentley, how much of a hurry are you to get rid of that 40-gallon tank? I need to ask because I don't know when I'm going to make it down there. I think I'm going that way on Tuesday. But I don't know if I'll have room for a 40-gallon. Oh, plus you'll be at work anyways. I got to remember, like, normal people work this time of the day. I hope you're not in a hurry. I've never seen one garter snake. I always find a pile. Best way to start a stream, right? Mile High Plecos with the $50 super chat. Good lord, dude. Holy smokes, I'm here. Yeah. Was that like holy smokes, like, I don't know. I don't know if I can recreate that moment, but the $50 super chats, wow. You know, I've been live streaming for like 3 years and I still don't know what to say to the big super chats. So thank you, and you're awesome. I don't know what to say to them. I don't know what to say. My salmon magentas have babies. Oh, so I have a question. So I can get really, really, really nice guppies. The problem is that they don't sell the females because they're hoarders like me, and obviously they don't want to create competition. So for anyone who buys guppies or might be interested in buying guppies, like, If I was to bring in only male guppies of a strain, would anyone buy just males? I would, because I think it would be fun to buy males and like mix with females to see what you get. But that's just me, and I know not everyone is like that. I'm gonna do this just for you, Michael. Uh, uh, okay, I don't want to get copyright. Don't ask me why that's on my computer, guys. Just don't. Just don't. What type of guppy strain? So there's probably like 20 different types. As far as specific types, like there's pure white. There are these pure white guppies. Pure white guppies are kind of the thing right now. They're making their rounds everywhere. But there's there's a lot. And I don't have the list up anymore. I actually deleted it because a new one's coming out today. So I'll know more on Monday. If you're going to make it to the Monday live stream, you can ask me again. Or you can become a member and find out today. Anyways, guys. Interesting dance moves. I'm actually working on something that's going to be pretty sweet. It's going to honestly take me like a month, but I am working on something that I think is going to be really, really funny and really, really awesome. And it's something that's going to play. So anytime, I don't even know. I don't even want to give it away. Let's just stick back. Let's just go back to guppies. So I think males would help people who want to try and make their own strains and looking for specific lines. Yes to male guppies. I like the idea of breeding with other females and start a strain. So, okay. Well, maybe I'll get some. So the thing is like Endlers, I can get males and females. Guppies, I can only get like pure strain guppies. I can only get the males. And then they only sell assorted females, so you can't, make them again. So I definitely want to bring in the white ones because the pure white guppies are really awesome. So I'm going to be bringing in some of those. Yeah. Yep, that's where I'm at. So yeah, I like the idea of no guppies and just plecos. I know I have not found, I have found where to get plecos, but they will not give me an account. And they have some pretty amazing plecos. So I'm still working. The goal here is, honestly, the goal is that if I can do well enough, like I don't need to make millions or even hundreds of thousands of dollars. Like this is not a get rich, situation. But if I can do well enough selling fish online, that I can have enough clout to import shrimp or fish. Well, shrimp too. I probably wouldn't import shrimp, but if I can like start kind of dropping the kind of money that importers want to see, then I can really start bringing in cool fish, and that's what I'm hoping to get to eventually. Hopefully by next summer. Honestly, I mean it might take a couple years, but we'll see. Like right now, the goal is next summer I want my own facility. The nice thing about like renting industrial warehouses or warehouse spaces is that they're generally far cheaper than commercial storefronts. So like that's the goal, is to get my own warehouse to sell fish out of, like online. LRB tried a breeding thingy with white guppies. Yeah, I don't even know. Like I just heard about white guppies within like the last few months. And we are back. I feel like I caught it pretty early that time. Maybe I didn't. Love Endlers. The Endlers are really nice too. Yeah, I fixed the sound though. I did see it. The other disappointing thing is I haven't found like a really good place for rainbow fish either. The place I can get fish through does have rainbows, but it's not like a very good variety. So still looking for that. That was, see, I'm telling you, when I'm not distracted, I can catch that mic drop out. And someone was kind enough, I wish I could remember who it was, to leave or to give him some credit, but someone did leave a comment on how to fix it, but I just haven't fixed it yet. That's kind of one of my goals on the to-do list today, so hopefully it'll be fixed by Monday. What is your goal with this business? Gotta have goals and milestones. So like you could do like the mission statement. I don't have one of those. Goals. I kind of have goals, but I haven't really put them out there yet. Well, I kind of just put one out there, but we'll get there eventually, and maybe I'll share them. Maybe I won't. But I definitely have goals. I always have goals. Guys, if you have goals, you got to write them down. You got to write down your goals. If you're not writing down your goals, then you're never going to hit them. So I do have goals, but it's not really stuff that I share. But maybe someday. Maybe someday. Corey went to an awesome rainbow breeder in one of his recent videos. Yep, that guy. What is your 5-year plan? What is my 5-year plan? Man, I live my life 10 seconds at a time. That's right. You almost had me. You never had your car. Plans are less useful than planning, I find. Yeah, like you just can't have a goal and be like, I see your comment there, shipping costs, and I don't know. I'm hoping to keep it under $20. That is one of the goals, is to keep shipping under $20. So, but obviously if somebody buys like $500 worth of fish, then shipping that huge box is going to cost like more than 20 bucks. But if someone buys $500 worth of fish, do they get free shipping? You know, all stuff that needs to be worked out. My plan is to not plan. Profit rather than loss is a good goal. Yeah, I'm actually not even worried about that. And I know that's going to make people like lose their mind, lose their stool, whatever. But I'm not worried about the profit. Like the profit I've got taken care of. Like that's already, again, this is another venture that I could fail at and it wouldn't bother me at all. Like I could lose money and I wouldn't even care. Because once I start to lose money, I would just quit. It would have to be, the real question is, how long do I lose money before I quit? That would be the real question. But I'm not afraid to fail. I'm not afraid of this going backwards or sideways. I'm not afraid of it being successful, any of that stuff, you know. It doesn't bother me. Like, but anyways, we don't need to get into that. Would you have an export license? Well, I wouldn't need an export license. I would need an import license. I know some exporters out of Asia that would sell anything. Point is, you have to order X amount. Yeah, I would need an import. Yep, import. There you go. 2 years on a steady loss bail. I wouldn't even wait that long, honestly. Oh, Kasha is here. Good afternoon. I guess it's afternoon where you are, Kasha. Good to see you. And thanks for stopping by. 2 years on a steady loss. Yeah. So the thing is, it's a little bit different because there's a lot of different factors. This is not just like setting up a business and only. It's hard to explain how this works because my business already has multiple streams of revenue under my LLC, so that are profitable. So really, it comes down to how much. Really, I would never. That's the thing, is like this venture would never cause me to lose money. Like never. It would be impossible for me to lose money with the other revenue streams. The real question is, how much would I allow it to take away my current profits before I shut it down? So that's why it's a little bit different. And I don't know if I explained that right, but I hope that makes sense. It's a miracle. I tend to miss out on 98% of everyone's live streams. I do the same thing. I've been trying to at least stop in for at least 10 to 15 minutes on people's live streams. Normally I just lurk around, but everyone should check out Corey's video on best fish room ever. Mucho info. Is that like, which one is that? I don't know which one that is. But anyways, here guys, now that Kasha is here, I'm gonna go offline. It has been an hour. We have hit the hour mark, and I have a lot of things to do today. I'm sorry about the start, but you know, YouTube is terrible. YouTube is awful. Screw YouTube. I hate you, YouTube. But they hate me, so it's a fair trade-off. But anyways, thanks Trevor for the ridiculous super chat, and thanks John for the super chat, guys. Just be sure to follow me on social media. Like, I'm not going to sell fish on Facebook, but I will definitely keep stock lists on Facebook of what I have, and then you can like go to the website. So if you guys are interested in all, just make sure, because I'm gonna be posting stuff everywhere, like except Twitter. Like so what do we got here? Obviously YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, MySpace. I think that's it. No Twitter though, because Twitter is toxic. Twitter is very toxic. But look, let's Monday's live stream should be interesting. So come back Monday. I'll know exactly what fish I'm getting by Monday. So it should be pretty fun. But thanks guys. You all are amazing. The members, the subscribers, the commenters, the lurkers, especially. I love you all, and I will see you Monday. And I hope you have a great weekend. And this is really old software, so I don't know where my stop stream button is.